Hello, this is David Dean, and we are getting the setup for Storm Shield Defense number 6. And actually finishing this video will basically bring me circle. I can talk, really can't. I started my very first video was back, I think, on December 10th of last year of actually running Storm Shield Defense number 6, which was a pretty messed up video. I had a huge graphic error and stuff, but that was the start of all this. And now we're back around to do it again. But to get this going, because it is going to be a long video, the first thing I did was totally strip down Amplifier A of everything around it. And that is because we have a choice of 3 different amplifiers to place. And I am placing the one in the southeast corner, just straight out there, and you can see I've already built up around it with an amplifier. And by placing that amplifier there, it takes away the spawn point to the east of A, and there is no more spawn points for A anymore. So I totally tore that down, also to help get me some materials. Also, over here to the, north side, this hasn't been a spawn point since Storm Shield Defense number 2, but I finally tore down the vast majority of it to get more resources. But you definitely always want to leave a little bit of defense over here. I'm still getting spawns to the east of the home base, and sometimes they will work their way all the way around the beach down there. A few of them will come up around the back here, or I'll get some flinger trash thrown up here. So I left a little bit of defenses. Also, I wanted to show you really quick on here. Last time, kind of made a mistake on the pit amplifier. Way down there. I built up all my defenses to the west, and fortunately I got attacked from the west, but it can actually get attacked from the north. Actually ran a Storm Shield Defense with a friend over the last week or so, and he got attacked from the north. So I went ahead and really quick put up some basic defenses, and I didn't want to eat up a bunch of time because they're not that complicated. Basically, you have a 3-tile ramp here. So 3 tiles long, I put down 1 layer of metal with gas traps underneath it, then a 45, then a wall with wall launchers on it and gas traps there. And if they beat through that, then you have the floor launchers here with these 45s hitting them back down. So in order to even get up that ramp, they'll have to beat through 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of metal. And I put down this area here so I can put my base here to help protect that and make it more difficult to get through. And then everything else should be going through this tunnel right here. And I forgot to put up my traps there, but basically coming out, so immediately they're going to get hit. And this is just a tunnel, so I didn't think I really had to show all that much on how to build it. It's just a straight path all the way through with dynamos, gas traps, and every other tile. I have wooden floor spikes for minus 30 movement, and then the big damage with the retractable floor spikes. You cannot build on these 2 areas for some unknown reason. You used to be able to build on them, now you can't. Don't know why Epic changed it. And then you finally get down here to the last one, and you got a launcher sending them back down into the tunnel. To also go with this, just to let you know where my traps stand right now. As you know, I kind of focus on traps, and actually before that, trap damage is affected by your tech score, and you can see with my tech score, it is 1,000 points more than my offense. So, not doing all that great damage with my weapons, but my abilities and my traps do enormous damage. And getting back into this is the only trap I leveled up the wall trap to 5 stars. And a lot of that had to do basically with crafting materials. And I had a ton of traps that took the... Whoops, keep hitting the wrong button. Try that. Alright, kept taking the char black mineral power, and I kept running out of it. And fortunately for the wall launcher, I had a bunch of the oxidized getting piled up. So I went ahead and leveled these up. Taking this from 106 to energy level 130 gave an additional 10,000 impact, and I have a total impact of it 43,000. I don't recommend people go this route. It has an 8-second recharge, but I will be using my heavy base constructor, which gives a 20% decrease in the reload time. But on mine, I went impact, 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 and durability down here. And that is because I am going to be later on soloing this with level 140 husks coming through. And so I need all the impact I can have. Don't know if this will work or if it's a good idea, but it's what I'm going with right now. And moving on, traps. I have not done the ceiling electric field. Have not gotten that one up to where I want it yet. But the gas trap, totally maxed out. And one thing, if you don't listen to anything else in this video, the effect duration, I like having this perk on it, but leveling it up from rare to epic and to legendary has no effect whatsoever. At rare with 20%, it extended this out so it would do 7 ticks of affliction instead of 6. But taking it to epic and taking it to legendary had no additional effect whatsoever. So don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes. But yeah, this does 13,500 damage per tick. So you take this times 7 and you're getting really close to 100,000 damage to it. Chance of crit, not too much, so not going to worry about that. Freeze traps, I haven't gotten to level those up yet, and right now I'm not using them all that much, but I do use them when running regular missions quite a bit. It's just when you have so many husks coming in on the Storm Shield defenses, I don't want to get a clog that will cause the exploders to start throwing their propane. On the floor launcher, I have impact, impact, and impact, 2 reload speeds, and then increased building health because there wasn't anything else I really liked. But on this, as you saw before with the wall launcher, is 43,800 almost. Here it is almost 23,000. So I lose a lot of impact. But they're going off almost twice as fast. So 4.3. On my retractable floor spikes, crit rating, crit damage, durability, and then physical. And that gives me normal damage 26,000, crit damage of over 100,000, and the crit is happening every other time. So that is massive to have that crit going off for over 100,000, and some decent impact to go along with it, just to help out a bit. The wall darts, I use them a lot in regular missions, not too much in Storm Shield defenses. And the dynamos, damage, 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 durability, and then more damage. Damage is doing 58,800, low crit chance, and long reload time. So we will see how all that works out, but I just wanted to give you the numbers with what I'm doing and to let you know some of the stuff I do for Storm Shield defenses and do not recommend if you mainly just use your traps in missions. But let's go ahead and get over. Let's see, this is the other one we are not building this time and could directly to the south. And I'm waiting for the Storm Shield defense to get off of this cliff because the spawn point is way over there and I want to build the trap tunnel down there. And it can spawn also over here to the west until you put down an amplifier over there, which will cut off that spawn point. So just trying to get some good information out there just for people picking out their amplifiers. And I did do a little bit more building on C. C gets hit a lot on the Storm Shield defenses. Some of the amplifiers not so much. As you can tell, I put up a lobber shield on both sides here. Just so taking off those corners, trying to keep the flingers and the lobbers from attacking. Additions I did to this before, it ended right here. So I put up a wall with a launcher, slowing spikes. You cannot put up a floor there. They'll just bash through it, which sounds like a good thing, but if it's propane, then they'll throw their propane and blow everything up. So I leave it open. If when they come up here, they got a launcher to a timeout room, and then gas traps. If they go over this way, which very, very few do, but what do come over here is the smashers. So I got a launcher, kind of knock them down, beat them back, put in some more ceiling traps and dynamos. And before I had 2 launchers with 2 timeout rooms, and now I have a 3rd launcher with a timeout room. All right, so now we're all caught up with what's going on. Here is where I am on the map, and we're heading over to the amplifier that I just got done putting down, or I guess I haven't actually placed it yet. And I gotta say, I do love the Bobcat, but the Lynx I am absolutely loving as a weapon. The Tiger Jaw is great and does more damage up close, but the Lynx is better for at a greater range. And I just like the way it fires. But we'll go ahead and place this bad boy down. The build here is kind of weird. We're going to have 2 sides to do. But we have kind of our standard amplifier build there. Obviously, haven't built the floor out because of the pit. I wanted to show you that. But let's go ahead and start getting this thing set up. And here, before, if you watch my other videos of when I did it on my first account, I had 2 defenders over here and 2 defenders over here. And then when the Husk came in, if anything got this far, all 4 would unload on it. It worked absolutely great. But I'm going to try to do it this time without defenders. So this time we're just simply going to put up a wall here with a launcher. And trying to send them back out here. I'm not sure if we can get them to go the full distance. But I'm hoping with those high power launchers that I got up to energy level 130, it will shoot them back 4 tiles, hit this launcher, and hopefully send them down. So we shall see how that works out. Also, something weird that happened one other of people I play with pointed out, you can't build here anymore. You used to be able to build on this tile. I don't know why you can't build here or here, and they did the same thing over here. I went back to my other account and checked, and I have things built there from when I did it the first time. Sometimes I just don't know why Epic does what it does. But anyway, the vast majority are going to spawn out by that tree right there, come up a first ramp that we can't build up yet, and then come up this second ramp. And last time I had no problem of cutting off this second tile and putting up a trap tunnel right here with a launcher, so everything comes up this side of the ramp and comes right in here, and right away it's going to get hit by a launcher into a timeout area. And here originally I built it so the mobs to come around here, but I like it better like this, and this way the mobs kind of zigzag in, because I'm going to have some mobs coming in from that direction and through a tunnel here. And this just allows me to put in more wall launchers to send them back. So now I can do a wall launcher here. I can do a wall launcher there. And another one here. Just by filling in that hole there. And on this was something I actually did a whole loop on my other account. I'm going to do it again. Where things would get launched from right here to over to the wall here, and actually I may change that up. Now that my launchers are going so far, nah, let's keep it the way it was. Sorry. Always have to do changes on the fly. But basically, wall launcher to a wall launcher. Can't get to the back side of this one. Can I put up a wall way out there? Nope, not going to let me do it. But anyway, I'm going to make this into a loop so it gets launched over there. Another wall with a launcher, launching them back behind this wall so they land down here, basically creating an infinite loop that they keep going through. And every time they try to get back up here, they're going to get hit by gas traps and hopefully sent into the timeout room right over here. So, all right. I do enjoy making things more complicated than they actually have to be sometimes. But anyway, so over here, kind of the same thing. We're going to set up a double timeout room area. I can't even reach out there to get that in. But that is where they're going to be coming up, right there. Once they come in here, we're going to have a double timeout room with launchers. And can I get any further? No. So some of this I'm going to have to run over here and quickly build on the fly to finish this out. And fortunately now we have the hoverboard. It makes it much easier. The first time I did this without the hoverboard, man, it was a pain. But alright, so as they come in, we're going to hit them with slowing spikes right away. And then since they're getting slowed right there, we'll go ahead and do damage in both of these. And load up with those dynamos I got leveled up really high. Some more gas traps. Eating them up. And from experience, I know this should be a Smasher propane wave on 6. Not 100% sure if it will hit this amplifier because I have put down the amplifiers in a different order. But I'm kind of confident that's what's going to happen. So let's see here. We just want to do... here we'll do the slowing spikes. And I know I usually say I do the slowing spikes every other tile. But since these are in front of launchers, the every other tile is the tile back in the timeout room. Come on. Alright. Didn't know if we'd be able to place that. Can't do any more there.
Let's see.
Once again, just loading up on these gas traps. And let's see, all that is looking good. I will 3-tier metal all of this later on. And if I have time before the wave starts, after the shield is gone, I will run down here to try to place some more traps up that ramp. And of course here, right when they're coming in, hit them with the launcher, send them flying. So there we go. The ramp is cut in half due to the timeout room. Coming up, dynamos, gas traps, launchers, launcher, timeout room. Launcher back here to another launcher. Sending them over. I have to get that wall put up as fast as possible. And just keep sending them back in an infinite loop. We have the launcher here cutting them off. And I'm trying to think, which is always a danger. Now we're going to leave it as is. If they make it past here, then they hit this launcher, and even though they're coming from that direction, they get sent back this direction where they can get sent into the timeout rooms. So that's pretty much it for that side of it. And I know that seems like a lot, but it's probably not much compared to what we got to do on the other side. And just a little bit more here. And this ends up in the amp with the 45. And this is going to send them down. Nope, can't place. Had to give it another try. Get those in there. And let's see, we're going to head over here. This is the backside where you saw the 2 timeout rooms from this direction. And fortunately, I can reach it from here. But you will have, no matter what you build over here, you almost always will have a few sneaking around, coming up this ridge, and trying to either come in the backside here or around over here if you put in some floors, which we will be doing. But that just meets up with here with the pit. Anything you send down into the pit is going to go all the way out, come around, come back up through these trees, and come up this ridge. And before, I had walls over here with a bunker build, basically, and they would try to beat through every time. This time, nah, I'm not going to worry about them beating through it. I'm just going to let them come in and eat them up with traps. But basically, we are done with that side of it. Besides some floor traps. Gotta have floor traps. This tile I'm keeping open, and this is where I will start with my base out here in the front. But if they start getting too far, then I'll put my base back down here. But for over here on this build, as you probably saw, there's a great big lava ball. Hits right there. And I put down wood floors to know where the lava ball hit and where it was safe to build. Same thing over here. Lava ball hits right in this area. Also down there, there will be a lava ball hitting. But you're going to have mobs when it spawns to the east coming up this side. This hill is a royal pain in the butt. Hopefully the build I'll be doing will keep them off of it. But you can't even put down like walls right here to keep them off of it because the lava ball will blow them up. And we're going to have them coming down here, and we're going to try to get as many down into the pit as possible. But let's go ahead and get rid of the wood, and we will change that out for metal, just because sometimes flingers try to get through it for no apparent good reason. Alright. And there is the ball I was talking about. So that is as far as we can go over there. Alright, I don't think I can build too much down here. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Just put down some wood floors. I'll run back over here in a little bit. But for up here, launchers the whole way. One of the few places I'll put some wall darts because it actually works here. And most everything should be coming up to this first tile. Once again, every once in a while you have flingers trying to do something stupid. So we just box this whole thing off. Waiting for that next lava ball. Still nothing. But if I run over there, that will trigger the lava ball, so we'll go ahead and put in some gas traps. And let's see, yeah. Go the whole thing. Still nothing. It's going to make me sound like a liar. Alright. We'll give it one more chance, then we'll get moving on.
Oh, sorry.
Huh. Alright, I'm going to try to build down there maybe a little... we get this one instead. Alright, but that lava ball is why you can't put in a wall here and why they can get up this hill. This is one of the few places I'll be building with lumber. And this is just to deter the husks from wanting to come up this way. And I will 3-ply that later on. What, I got 900 structures left to go. So let's go ahead and take out this guy. And our goal is to get everything coming over here, so we can launch it down into the pit. One thing I did last time is that I opened this up over here, put in floors so they could come around, just giving me more chances to get them down into the pit. I think I'm going to stay away from that this time. Originally I was thinking about it, but I am actually, shouldn't have wasted metal. I should have done this to show you with wood. First of all, not all of them would do that. I had a wall here and they would throw propane at the wall, or smashers would try to beat through it. The other thing is, by extending this out, I'm going to have launchers on the other side, and sometimes they would get launched straight over to this pad and then they would just keep launching back and forth to each other. So this time I'm going to have them come straight through. And here we will put up, if they don't get sent down there with the launchers, we'll hit them here with timeout rooms. And here I will double up the timeout room. So send them over here. And also I will keep this open. If anything does get on top, then it can hopefully drop down in here. Alright. Keep that going. And then here we will have timeout rooms off the 45s. And yeah, we're doing bigger and bigger builds every time just because with the level, mainly of the Smasher Husk, it just takes forever to wear down their health.
Yeah, not possible.
So, if you didn't hear it, my constructor just said not possible right when I said wearing down the husk. So, that's not a good sign. Let's see. Yeah, we will do slow all the way. And then these back in here. All right, let's get, well, we'll finish this off. Pretty self-explanatory. Same as all my other timeout rooms, 3 dynamos around them. And then we're going with all gas traps. Ceiling electric field is a really great trap, but I'm already doing a ton of nature damage with the dynamos, which do very little damage against fire elemental husk, and having another nature trap, I just think puts too big a risk if it is fire husk coming in. So I like the gas traps that do even damage to all elemental husk. And there we go. How are we doing? Got did not want that first one. But here we will put up the 45s. Anything walking down here, 3 launch pads on the ground to the 45 to send them in the pit. Also 3 launch pads on the wall to send them down into the pit. Over here, I found out the hard way. The lobbers that do building damage love coming over here and standing on this ridge and taking out your building. So this time, planning for that. So we're going to do the same thing we just got done doing with 3 floor tiles and 3 wall launchers. So anything that wants to come over here, I'm more than happy to have them come over here and stand here. And we will send them a-flying. There we go. And I'm not sure if you caught it, but I accidentally put this down here, which would be horrible. Well, they couldn't get to it, so I guess it wouldn't have been that bad. So the spawn point down here, and the vast majority, you will have a few tentacles of the spawn over here and have some coming up that way, but 95% of it is going to be coming from over here. When they come around this corner, they can walk straight down here and get taken out by the 3 launchers, floor launchers, and a series of timeout rooms. The lobbers, blasters, and pitchers will all come over here to try to target you or the building, and we will send them flying. And then the few that come spawn over here, and then a bunch of them that fall down into the pit and come all the way back around, we will be sending them a-flying. And actually, we're going to do it just like that. We will keep that one open for that launcher back there. So we're going to have a lot of husk flying on this thing if they attack from this direction. I definitely hope they do attack from this direction, because as you know, I love to send the husks flying when I do these. And let's see, should we put... No. And the first time I did this, I did it like that to send husk back. But if smashers see this wall piece here, this bottom wall piece, they will charge it. So now I do it like that. It makes the launcher much less effective, but it stops the smashers from charging. So I think we can go with that. We'll keep that open there. And then, of course, another launcher here. get that here. So when things get hit here, fortunately, the launcher should be strong enough either to send them off the cliff on its own, or it'll land on this one, sending them up to the 45, and then they'll get launched off. So, and up here, we got to change that around. Nope, that way. All right. So anything coming through here, hopefully down into the pit. But the thing is, most people do not put anything down here. I highly recommend putting some traps and stuff down there, because they will come back up and they will go through the traps, the launchers again and again and again, resulting in the durability of the launchers getting used up, which is not a good thing. But if I jump down there, let's see. Well, yeah, I need to make a means for me to get back up anyway. Hopefully I'm not going to die here. Nope, just a little damage. But what they will do is they will come over here and follow this wall around until they get to the ramp. Let's see. Trying to figure out where's safe to put something where they won't land on the roof. So we will make it like so. And do this up. So what I'm doing is trying to force all the husks that get thrown down here, and yes, the smashers and the husky husk and the exploder husks most often will still live after getting sent down here. And I'm going to do that just so they don't do anything stupid. Let's put a launcher there. Actually, let's take that out. We're going to do this, we might as well do it. Ah, shoot. Ah, don't matter. We'll take that out too. Just going to put it in the timeout room here. And for here, we'll put a half wall. Gas traps, and hopefully this will stop a lot of the smashers and exploders from getting back up into the main trap tunnel, causing everything to get used up early on. This is a place where I will be using wall darts, because that is another thing. If the lobbers get down here, launch down here, sometimes they will live, and then the lobbers will just sit down here and throw at your base. Okay. Oh, did not want that. And actually, yeah, we can just use wood. And these wall darts will detect anything within 3 tiles out in front of them. So anything that lands down here is going to be getting hit by all these wall darts as soon as it's down here. And I could also do the same thing for the floor with traps, but I'm hoping we're good enough. Now, I always, or I did the one other time I was here, build me a jump pad back up. Just so if I need to get down here to change up anything or to add any more traps, I can. I can't do it with just one jump pad because it is 3 tiles high. Whoops. Messed that up. Well, still worked. It is actually 4 tiles high. I was wrong on that.
Oh, sorry.
So hop up and then do it again. So if anything goes wrong, I need to get down there, I can get back up really quick, because if you do end up down there for any reason, it is a long run to get all the way back up normally. Let's see. Oh, I said I was going to leave that open. Let's get rid of that. And what I'm going to do here, just in case if something gets stupid and pounds through the wood shield over there, I'm going to leave this open for them to welcome them into the trap tunnel. So they can drop right down there, right where they belong. And we're going to try this one more time. Alright, we're not getting a lava ball there, so why not put in some traps? And I know it seems like I am way overdoing this with all the traps, but those smashers, oh my god, they are such a pain. And let's see, we got the launchers there, so we'll leave the ceilings open. And once again, just hitting some damage here in the beginning. And hopefully this will take out a lot of the lobbers, pitchers, and low hit point husk. But I think we're pretty much done there. Alright, I know we're all good on this side. Over here, it seems to be looking pretty good. And we'll have to do some building on the fly as we normally have to do, but that's no big deal. And we will actually, since we may have some cutting in through the back, we'll put the slow right there. Leave this a little bit open, so if anything from the south comes around this way, they won't try to blow it up. A big part of all this building is figuring out how to build it so that the exploders won't throw their propane tanks. Because if even one exploder throws a propane tank on this, it's over. Every single tile will be blown up and destroyed. I actually used up all of my dynamos, which I kind of thought I might, since I'm putting 3 of them into each timeout room. Alright, I hate having that open like that, but not much I can do about it. Would be a great area to put some more dynamos. We got that all built, just double checking what I can actually do right now. And can't reach any of that. And once again, when you go in, like right now, I cannot improve the tile way out there. But if I go into building mode and I am on the tile that's the same, like a wall, then I can improve it. So just a little something one of my subscribers let me know that helped me out a lot. So once again, thanks subscribers. I do appreciate it. Let's see, can I get out there? Yeah! I can put 1 tile. I don't want anything there. Here. No, that's not going to help. And I want to leave that open. Alright, just double checking everything. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, this is going to be an extremely difficult one. Propane smashers most likely coming through. I really hope it's on the east side because I never got a video on the east side. But we shall see. Let me know your questions and comments. If you have anything about my build, some things I had to change about the amplifier in here. Like normally I have this filled in, but didn't see the point of it this time. Let me take you up top just in case. So, no, everything's basically looking the same. So there you go. Look forward to doing Storm Shield number 6 with you. So hopefully I will have that up about 24 hours after I post this one. So take care and have a great day.